doing? Aye, good. How you doing?
David, another excellent win on the road. Just get your thoughts on those 3 points.
Hugely important. I think it probably keeps us away from the big R word at the bottom of the league, that's for sure. So the idea now is to try and push on. But every win you get in the Premier League, you get quite excited, you know. But you lose a game, you could easily be in the wrong end of the league. So, but you know, we've had 2 away games. Obviously, there's 2 away games in this period, and to pick up a point at Brighton and win 3 at Fulham today. Fulham, I think, have second or third best home record in the league. So, from that point of view, great result for us.
How realistically did you think that was at half time? Because I think it's fair to say that Fulham had the better of the chances in that first 40
Yeah,
minutes.
they did. And I didn't think we played well, but I didn't think we were as bad. We kept the ball quite well for the opening 10 minutes, and then we gave done a couple of things which were wrong. And let's be fair, the goal was really unlucky. It was a brilliant save by the goalkeeper, and he pushes it onto Miko, so it was a bit of misfortune. So I don't disagree with you saying that probably Fulham were the better team in the first half, but I didn't think they were that far in front of us. We done well to make sure it was only 1-0 at half time, and but I thought we played much better in the second half.
When you look at Leeds, you look at Brighton, and then today, it's probably 3 games in a row where Everton have probably been under a little bit in the first half, and they come back so well in the second half. What do you think they're doing in the second half of games that they're perhaps not doing in the first half?
I think the level of the teams, if you were doing it the other way, if you're the Fulham manager, you might say to him, why do you think you've done well in the first half and not in the second half? Because the teams are so level in the Premier League. It's very rare that you're going to have a dominance in the Premier League for 90 minutes. Absolutely. Even the top teams probably don't, because maybe the odd team, maybe an Arsenal might do. But don't think there'll be many teams. I think you have to accept that you might not play so well because the other team plays better than you, but you can pick it up and you can play better.
Is that part of the thinking with, say, the line-up here in Brighton, trying to make sure that you stay in games, make sure you keep things tight, so then you can then have that belief in the second half?
Nothing to do with staying games. We're going out right from the start to try and win. It might not look it, but that's what we are doing, yeah.
And you must take a huge amount of pride from the fact that once again come from behind to produce a second half performance like that and get 3 points in that way.
Yeah. Players were aware of it at half time, made aware, and they certainly went about it. They're a really good group of players who have got respond to it. So they've done a good job.
Paddy? David, how did you find not being on the touchline today? We saw footage of you with your mic and
it wasn't fun. It wasn't fun watching it up there. But if you go through history, lots of managers used to watch games from the stand. You know, in years gone by, you know, they thought they'd get a better view of it. Maybe watched it in the first half and kept down in the second half. But but it's pretty sad that you're going to get that for showing emotion that you like. But no doubt I broke the rules. No doubt ran on the pitch. But just check how many people from the Arsenal bench ran on the pitch when they scored the goal the other night. And Mikel will maybe be questioning me, but you know, how many people out of the bench of Arsenal ran on the pitch, and were they booked for celebrating?
Did it change much in terms of your prep and your?
I've got to say, it didn't change my prep. No, we prepared everything. The staff were great. You know, I was able to be in the dressing room too. Yeah, I wish I'd actually sat in the away end. That would have been a thing. That would have been a better idea if I'd known. That would have been just getting instructions over would have been difficult. Yeah, I had a wee swim when it was up there.
Key Injuries Hall.
Yeah.
Good for him to get the goal, and then I think he's trying to claim the goal being awarded to him as well. The second one.
Is he?
He is.
I actually came in. I went in the press thinking that Big Jake had got a flick. I've not had a chance to see it back yet. That's it. Yeah.
What does he bring to your team? What's he brought all season?
He's given us a different level as a football player. His knowledge. He's been so good. And I think he's not. I don't think he's quite there. He's just about there from where he's been. He's got through the best part. He played 90 minutes or so today. So he's returning from a hamstring injury he picked up at Stamford Bridge when we were in London. So he's just really getting back to it. He missed a great chance at Brighton last week, and his goal today was very, very similar. And he did say to me during the week, he says, if I get another one like that, I won't miss it.
Is he
So he's
Tyreek
delivered.
George as well.
Yeah.
Some encouraging moments when he came off the bench. What did you
Yeah,
think?
Tyreek, we've quite liked what we've seen so far. I think it's not easy to bring in a young player right in, but we'll try and sort of integrate him and see what he's about. He's settled in well. We're happy with what we've seen in training. Wants to score goals from a wide area, which is something which we could really do with as well. And so hopefully he'll get used to us and we'll get used to him.
Sorry, can I just ask on Garrett, how carefully you having to manage him? Due to the
Oh, today we had to manage his minutes. We're been out for best part of 7 or 8 months. I don't know how long it is. So we played him the most part of last week, and we're just, because he played 45 as well, and it was a quick turnaround from Monday to Saturday. They were just a bit concerned that we don't push him too soon.
not necessarily a problem for Tuesday, for example?
No, there'll be no problem for him for Tuesday. Or I don't believe so, no.
David, you're up to 7th now. You mentioned those away fans. I'm sure they're going to be going back to Merseyside, singing about Europe. You happy for them to dream of those European?
I get asked this and I don't know if I regret saying it all the time. I don't want to come in here and say we're just trying to avoid relegation. I don't want to do that because Everton have had too much bad news and bad publicity and stuff. So I'd rather come in here and say, hey, we're having a go at Europe. You might laugh at me in a few weeks' time and say, you know, how stupid were you? But I'd rather be positive and try to make the players know that that's what I want. And they do know. They do. They know as well, and they're well aware that we'd like to do that. But maybe if you said at the start of the season, people would have said, you know, if Everton are finished up and get through the season, then it might be quite good. But I think we've made big improvements, and we need to make more big improvements in the coming sort of transfer windows and over the next year or two as well.
Okay, folks.
Right, tap.
Thank you.
Tap.
Cheers, Dave. Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers, Andy.
Cheers.